Now on Nightside, for the first time since taking office, President Trump addressed a joint session of Congress. We'll break down the big moments coming up.
Well, the rain has moved on. I'll show you if we have any more on the way in your first alert forecast.
Plus, some Washington lawmakers want to further protect a women's right to choose and gender-affirming care. The debate about adding protections to the state constitution and parental rights. You're watching 4 News Now Nightside.
We have accomplished more in 43 days than most administrations accomplished in 4 years or 8 years, and we are just getting started.
Tonight, President Donald Trump addressed a joint session of Congress for the first time since returning to office. Thanks for staying up with Nightside. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. The president's speech comes as his administration is dealing with conflicts overseas and economic issues here at home. The president also pushed lawmakers to help turn his agenda into law. CNN's Julia Benbrook breaks down the night's big moments.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
President Donald Trump delivering his first speech to a joint session of Congress since retaking the White House.
We have accomplished more in 43 days than most administrations accomplished in 4 years or 8 years, and we are just getting started.
While Democrats mostly waved signs in protest, a disruption came early in the night, with Speaker Mike Johnson ordering the removal of Democratic lawmaker Al Green from the House chamber.
Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
The speech comes the same day Trump enacted 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada and doubled his tariff on Chinese goods to 20%, sparking concerns of a trade war.
Tariffs are about making America rich again and making America great again. There'll be a little disturbance, but we're okay with that.
Trump has made a whirlwind of moves since his inauguration, including firing thousands of federal workers in an effort to reduce the size of the federal government.
We'll be ending the flagrant waste of taxpayer dollars. And to that end, I have created the brand new Department of Government Efficiency, which is headed by Elon Musk, who is in the gallery tonight.
Several of those fired federal workers attended the speech as guests of Democratic lawmakers. Their party's rebuttal delivered by Michigan Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
America wants change, but there's a responsible way to make change and a reckless way. And we can make that change without forgetting who we are as a country.
In Washington, I'm Julia Benbrook.
Well, several local lawmakers sharing their response to the president's speech tonight. Governor Brad Little praising the president, writing, "His vision for America looks a lot like what we built in Idaho. I look forward to continuing to work with Donald Trump to implement his bold future for America." Washington Senator Patty Murray criticizing the president, saying Trump lied all night long, but I was deeply alarmed by just how many times Trump lied about Social Security in particular. Trump is letting Elon break the Social Security Administration as we speak. If he tries to privatize Social Security, it will be a catastrophe for seniors. For more of these local lawmaker reactions, head on over to KXLY.com. Before the president's address, these protesters lined the streets of Spokane Falls Boulevard, upset with how much power Elon Musk has been given over the federal government.
Something's very, very wrong in our nation, and we need to stand up against a power that is exceeding any boundary I've ever seen before.
Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency have been spearheading the president's plan to reduce government spending. Since DOGE mission began, they have been laying off tens of thousands of government employees, including many from the Department of Affairs. Those cuts are now being felt at the local VA medical center. This is Mike Dogowitz. He is a disabled veteran who served in the Vietnam War. For the past 4.5 years, he's received care at the Man Grandstaff VA Medical Center. Recently, he came to drop off an eyeglass prescription, and he tells us he realized operations had changed.
When I came here, as I've done for prior years, to drop off the prescription, I was told I needed to get an appointment now because of the hiring freeze, and I couldn't get an appointment just to drop the prescription off until the middle of April.
Well, Mike tells us he had to go somewhere else to get his glasses because he would have had to wait until July to get a new pair. He felt bad for the employees who told him they were understaffed, and he is concerned for other veterans who may need more serious care. We have been calling and messaging the Man Grandstaff VA Center for comment today. As of news time, we have not heard back. A global trade war started today following President Trump's long-threatened 25% tariffs against Canada and Mexico, and an additional 20% tariff against China finally went into effect. Economists warn this could raise gas prices, housing, or even the price to buy a car. Here in the inland Northwest, companies are preparing for the implications this could have.
My biggest worry is that I have clients that we're getting ready to pull the trigger on to start building for them, and they're going to say, "Whoa, we're going to hold off on this."
Tim Thomas is the president of Boughton Construction, a company in Washington that has already seen the impact of these tariffs as its partners warn for an increase on materials it uses. Besides lawmakers, the U.S. House chambers were filled with guests invited to attend the president's address, including one special teacher from Wilbur Creston High School. Stacey Nash joined Washington U.S. Representative Michael Baumgardner. Her students nominated her and had to write a 500-word essay about her accomplishments and how she impacted their lives. So nice to see a local teacher, and you know, a big day for a lot of people.
Indeed.
Big day for me, because I finally got my car washed unintentionally. I took it to the dealership today.
Oh, okay.
And they washed it.
Well, that was nice.
Wrong day, though, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah. I tell you what, if you go get another one tomorrow, it'll last you a while. But, yeah, the showers have tapered off for now. Let's take a look at 4 things to know about your weather. Some patchy morning fog tomorrow morning. Otherwise, a dry Wednesday, breezy on Thursday. And we do have a warming trend in our forecast. Doppler radar right now showing the last of some showers moving out of the region. Snow levels drop down to around 3,000 feet, but we're also seeing our precipitation taper off. We're dry around the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area now. Temperatures tonight will be dropping down below freezing or right at freezing in many locations, and the combination of that patchy fog and some wet roads will lead to some slick spots as you head out the door to work and school tomorrow morning. Forecast for fog mainly in the usual spots in Spokane County, out I-90 and Highway 2 is where we have the best chance to see some dense fog tomorrow morning. Here's 6 a.m. Wednesday, and then that will clear, but we're going to still see a mix of sun and clouds tomorrow. More sun than what we saw today. 31 degrees to start the day in Spokane. We're heading up to a high of 48. 45 is our average high. We have more sunshine and warmer weather in the 7-day forecast. Plus, we've made some changes to your weekend forecast since yesterday that you'll want to know about. That's coming up in just a few minutes. Kirsten.
All right, looking forward to it. Thank you, Chris. The Spokane Police Department is expanding its CORE program. That's the program that focuses more resources in crime hotspots downtown. This program focuses on the 2nd and Division area and will now cover all of downtown Spokane. This comes as businesses and community members downtown say they need help from the police with problems like open drug use and public camping.
When the police focuses on one area downtown, people move somewhere else. And so it feels to me like there are some other areas now where we might need a little extra attention.
One of the areas that Spokane Police says needs more attention is right near the Ridpath Apartments. Officers say they have started adding more patrols to that area. Let's send it now to Sports Director Jack Wallace with a look at sports.
The annual West Coast Conference Awards dropped today, featuring nods for both the Gonzaga and Washington State men and women's basketball. First up, Gonzaga women's raked in the most awards. Head coach Lisa Fortier, you're seeing right here, taking home her 3rd consecutive WCC Coach of the Year. And Yvonne Ejim, you've heard her name a lot. She earned another Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year. Allie Turner joining in on the fun, too. She got a Freshman of the Year award. Makes sense. She leads the team in minutes and the nation in freshman freshmen made three-pointers. For the men's team, no major awards this season, but the senior trio of Ryan Nimhart, Graham Ike, and Nolan Hickman all earned all-WCC first-team nods. Washington State did well, too. Tara Wallach earning the sole first-team selection, Eleanor Avila on the second team, Esther Tahina honorable mention, Charlotte Abraham and Diana Mendez named to the all-freshman team. For the men's side, again, no major awards. Nate Calmise and Lawan Watts both earned honorable mention spots, and Tomas Thrasterson named to the all-WCC freshman team. And while those are all the awards thus far, you won't want to miss the reactions to these awards so far as well from the Gonzaga women and WSU men's teams. Kirsten, back to you.
All right, Jack, thank you. Still ahead, we'll explain why your morning cup of coffee might soon cost you more.
Pick of the night tonight is from Paula Zanter Stout. Gorgeous sunrise this morning on Moses Lake. Let's see, red sun at dawn. Sailors, well, I don't think it applies on Moses Lake, but it is beautiful. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
4 News Now is brought to you by Car Wash Plaza.
If you like options, you'll love my $5 all-day big deal meal. Choose from 4 delicious entrees and 5 tasty sides with a drink. Oh, and nobody else includes breakfast items all day. Just this guy. At Jack, every bite's a big deal.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
All right, so let's begin.
Spend 2025 with Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Oh, no one else is clapping?
New Kimmel, weeknights on ABC.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Are you a pour-over purist? At Numerica, you'll find money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
Today, Grady turns 1. Already he plans to wrestle alligators, try his hand at the culinary arts, and explore the world. With Dream Ahead College Investment Plan, you can start saving for their future anywhere in the country. Don't borrow your children's future, build it at 529.wa.gov.
We all have a friend who loves the McDonald's hot, crispy filet-o-fish. My friend, you could be that friend.
Friends don't let friends miss buy one, add one for $1 on these classics.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Know what I'm doing tonight? I'm pouring chocolate all over my new banana French toast sticks. Crispy, fluffy, and just $2.99. What'd you think I was gonna say? Get so much more.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
The 49th Annual Spokane Home and Garden Show, SpokaneHomeShows.com.
On your screen right now, video of parents in Moses Lake picking up laptops, work packets, and bagged lunches for their kids this week. That is because Groff Elementary is too dangerous to go inside right now. Several people have actually been shocked at the school, and the school district wouldn't share any more details beyond that. The week-long school closure has many parents scrambling to find childcare as the district hopes to have kids back in the classroom by Monday. Hunter Bertram explains why that might not happen.
It's the middle of the school year. You should be hearing kids screaming from this playground. Instead, at Groff Elementary in Moses Lake, if you were there today, you'd hear this and see no kids in sight.
And it was like, just got the email that it was like, hey, school's gonna be closed all next week. And I was like, oh, okay.
Moses Lake School District closed the school for the entire week. They let parents know on Friday.
What led us to that decision was there was an electricity charge situation here at the school.
I asked if it was a student or a teacher that got shocked badly. They couldn't tell me.
It was an incident that brought it to the escalation of needing to close the school.
I also asked the district if we could go inside the school to show you at home what they're making repairs on. But they told me I wasn't allowed past the front doors, as it would then become a risk to my own safety. Now, the school's only been open since 2021. This recent incident isn't the first of its kind either.
It's not the first time. If I'm I'm being honest, not the first time.
Mariel Harder's right. In April of 2024, Groff closed for a day because of what they say was an emergency with the school's electrical system. This week's closure, much more serious.
We do have people on site looking to rectify and repair it so that we can get kids back in the building.
For now, parents are picking up school materials and bagged lunches for their students daily, with hopes that school will reopen Monday.
We are truly planning on being back next Monday, but it's like anything that is to go through these processes, we want to make sure that we do it right.
If construction crews do hit a snag or identify more serious issues, it could force Groff students to stay online. In Moses Lake, Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
Yeah. Both of us hoping for the best.
It's so strange. My goodness.
Yeah,
Yes.
and a lot of swishing in the newsroom today with the 4 News Now blue, their bright blue rain jackets that we have.
Yes, well, they can put them away for a few days. And that rain did not amount to much, only 1/100th of an inch at the airport. Most locations only reporting 100ths of an inch. A few mountain spots got a little over that, 1/10 of an inch here and there. Our year to date, above average, but we're going to catch up to average, or average is going to catch us because there is no sign of rain in the next few days. Our high today was 48 degrees despite the clouds and showers. 45 is our average high. We started off at 33 degrees, 29 our average overnight low. Meanwhile, temperatures right now are in the 30s with clear skies in both Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. You could see wet roads in both locations. As our temperatures drop to the dew point, we'll start to see that patchy fog developing, and that will be with us through tomorrow morning. We're late enough in the season that should clear off very easily. 9 a.m. A mix of sun and clouds, at times more clouds than sun, at times vice versa. By noon, we're up into the mid-40s. Tomorrow, we're heading up to a high of 48 degrees with dry conditions throughout the day and not much of a breeze. We'll see our winds pick up a little bit on Thursday as a dry cold front moves through. It's not going to have much of an impact on our temperatures other than to have our warming trend step back 1 degree, but we're up to 52 on Thursday. Step back on Friday, then we're up to 58 on Sunday before we start cooling off again. 49 on Sunday. This white line is our average high, and that looks like it is going to be the trend. As we look at our extended forecast, we are in that dark blue, March 12th through the 18th. It looks like it is going to be later in that 8 to 14 day time period that cold air takes over. And we also have a chance of above average precipitation. That would be terrific for our snowpack. That means mountain snow. And we may still see at least a rain-snow mix down in the valleys, if not a little bit of snow. Might need a shovel at some point, but these March snows, when we get them, are usually gone just about as quick as they fall. So tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds. Thursday, breezy conditions with sunshine. We are going to stay dry through the weekend. That is the change from yesterday. We had a 20% chance of showers, but it looks like all shower activity is going to hold off until next week. We do set our clocks back, or excuse me, forward an hour. Daylight saving time starts this weekend, like it or not. We also have some warmer overnight lows after a few nights below freezing. We'll be in the mid-30s this weekend and through the beginning of next week. Kirsten.
All right, thank you, Chris. These 9 police officers from Spokane will not be charged in a shooting that left a man dead last year, with the county prosecutor ruling their use of deadly force was justified. Last January, officers responded to a report of a possibly suicidal man in Cheney. Around the same time, a 911 caller reported a man had given him a suicide note and also threatened to kill him. Multiple Spokane officers responded to Edwidge Walden Park, right near Providence Sacred Heart Medical Center, and found Craig Angelsano armed with a pistol. Officers spent 2 hours trying to negotiate with him. During that time, investigators say he pointed his gun at officers and they opened fire. A man accused of hitting and dragging a bicyclist with his car yesterday evening has been charged with vehicular assault. Police say this happened after 6 o'clock in North Spokane. They say that cyclist was right along Division near Country Homes Boulevard or Newport Highway when a man pulled out of a parking lot and hit him. Officers say the bicyclist was lodged under the car and dragged for about 30 feet. The cyclist tried getting Jonathan Caballero's attention by yelling and banging on the car. Eventually, he freed himself and fell into the road. Caballero eventually stopped but tested for a blood alcohol content nearly twice the legal limit. The man he hit suffered road rash and injuries to his arms and ankles. We'll be right back after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Moving day never goes smoothly, does it? Let's just settle this little mishap.
Who do we always see on the billboards again?
It's the one call that's all, guys.
You deserve to be compensated fairly for everything you've had to go through.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
All right, he's fixed. Place should be ready by game time.
Ah, sweet, man. But hey, since you're here, you want to play a quick game of horse?
I've never played before, but well, I just get into the hoop?
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Like that?
You know what? Forget the game. Show me that work you did on the furnace earlier.
Okay, yeah. That was pretty good, though, right?
Let's just worry about the furnace for now.
You think I could dunk?
Experience winter fun at Silver Mountain Resort. Discover some of the best terrain in the region, just 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Relax in a beautiful condo, just a short stroll from the gondola, dining, exciting water slides, and indoor surfing at the water park. Enjoy a gondola ride to our exhilarating snow tubing and your gateway to snow rider heaven. Create unforgettable family memories at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
Tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, Washington's Real ID deadline is less than 2 months away. Are you ready? How the new requirements could affect your travel plans and what steps you can take now to avoid any delays. That's tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
Heart Royal Flush Tour 2025.
Barracuda.
March 11th, Spokane Arena. A journey through the hits and timeless classics. The iconic band returns with special guest Squeeze. Tickets on sale now at heart-music.com. Don't miss Heart and Squeeze live. Produced by AEG Presents.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap & Associates.
Welcome back. A deep drought in Brazil is driving up the price for coffee beans, and it's affecting small businesses here locally. LaShaw Ranch Roasters in Rockford says it's seeing a 32% increase in coffee bean prices over the last few months. Owner Amanda LaShaw says they raised prices by about 5% on all of their products, and it is difficult not to pass more of the price increase onto their customers.
As you look at futures, they are showing a dramatic increase through the summer, but maybe we'll get lucky and that won't be the case.
One customer at LaShaw says coffee is already expensive, but they haven't noticed any big price increases just yet. Washington Senate Democrats are proposing an amendment to enshrine abortion and gender-affirming care access in the state constitution. Murrow News fellow Albert James shows us why proponents say it's necessary to protect what's already in state law, and opponents say the measure goes far beyond what's already in the books.
In our state laws, we've had these discussions. We've passed these laws over and over. Voters have supported these policies.
Senate Joint Resolution 8204 would amend the Constitution to say the state, quote, shall not deny or interfere with a person's decisions around reproductive health, whether that be abortions, fertility treatments, or contraception, and decisions around gender-affirming care. Democratic crime sponsor Vandana Slatter of King County says Washington has some of the strongest protections around abortions and gender-affirming care, but they need to be constitutionally protected.
We don't know if that can change, especially when you see attacks at the federal level and states across the country. So this simply puts our state laws that allows these protections already into the Constitution.
But Republicans believe the protections aren't under attack. Senate Minority Leader John Braun argues the amendment goes way beyond current law.
This allows abortion right up until the day of birth. That's a very controversial position. It also adds in access to gender care, and it doesn't define it at all, which means it means anything that somebody wants it to mean, and it puts no age restrictions on it.
He also believes the proposal ties back to the fight over parents' involvement in their children's health care decisions.
I think that they continue to be very disrespectful of parents' rights, and frankly, I think they're reading the public wrong.
The resolution would need a 2/3 vote of both the Senate and the House before it would be sent to the voters. Slatter says it would need Republican support to pass the legislature, but Braun doesn't think that's possible. In Olympia, I'm Albert James reporting.
We'll stick around after the break to hear firsthand how the Zags feel about their WCC awards.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Gold Seal Plumbing.
Friday night, David Muir reporting.
We take you inside 2 cases. A mother just 19 years old.
She was trying to protect her daughter. She fought like hell.
Another case in a beloved teacher, her whole future ahead of her.
Mysterious cold cases.
It gives you chills even today.
Yes.
What links both of those cases is the cutting-edge forensic technology inside this lab.
It sounded like science fiction at the time.
Can they be solved?
You'll see it unfold right here as they unmask the killer in both cases.
Catching the Killers, 2020, Friday on ABC.
A real meal deserves a real dessert, like the DQ $7 meal deal with your choice of all this for just $7. Because a full-size meal without that satisfying sweet treat, that's like chicken strips with no dip, like a burger with no bun, like a sundae with no drizzle. Whether you go for chicken strips or a cheeseburger, treat yourself to an honest-to-goodness meal with full-size fries, a drink, and dessert, all for just $7 at DQ.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
Bad back? Get Good Feet with the personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store. Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks. Good Feet, good life. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
The Gonzaga Bulldogs women's and men's basketball teams both earned a spot in the WCC tournament semifinals, finishing in the top 2 with the women clinching their 3rd straight conference title. So now we can see the best of the teams to help them get there with today's WCC Awards announcement. Now the champs got to go first, and Coach Lisa Fortier earned her 3rd consecutive Coach of the Year award, 7th overall. All 3 of said seasons, the Zags won the WCC regular season title. Now Ejim, she led the league in points per game, rebounds per game, field goals, and double-doubles, as well as 2nd in field goal percentage and free throws made, and the first player to win back-to-back WCC Defensive Player of the Year awards ever. First Zag winning back-to-back Player of the Year awards since Courtney Vandersloot. Lastly, we have Allie Turner. She leads all freshmen nationally in three-pointers made, 7th in three-point percentage. First Zag freshman to win Freshman of the Year and named to an all-WCC first team since Vandersloot. The athletes spoke with us today on what these awards mean to them.
Definitely pretty incredible. Super proud of just what this team has been able to do to get me to this position. I don't think I would have gotten any of these awards without my team.
I mean, they all told me today, so that was pretty cool how they did it, and I'm just super grateful. Definitely wouldn't have done it without the coaches and the team.
Now wait their opponent in the semifinals. They will face one of LMU, Santa Clara, San Francisco, or Oregon State. That'll be on Monday, March 10th at noon. For the men's, today marks the first back-to-back years that any major regular season WCC awards for Gonzaga since the 1994-95 and 95-96 seasons. And yes, that took a while to look up. Ryan Nimhart, Graham Ike, and Nolan Hickman all earning all WCC first-team selections. Nimhart and Ike, 2nd year in a row. Hickman, his first team selection after earning 2nd team last year. For the Washington State Cougars, the women led the way in awards with Tara Wallach on the All-WCC first team, Eleanor Avila on the second team, Esther Tahina on the honorable mention list, and both Charlotte Abraham and Diana Mendez on the all-freshman team. WSU was the only school with multiple freshmen on that all-freshman team on the women's side, and their 5 different players selected is the most of any team. For the men's, they had 3 selections overall, Nate Calmese and Luan Watts on the honorable mention list, and Tomas Thrasterson on the all-freshman team. WSU had the most total men and women freshmen selected with 3. Head coach David Riley, you see there, spoke with the media today on what those selections mean to him.
I think it's an honor for all 3 of those guys to be chosen by the coaches and be where they're at. And I think as it should be, those awards mostly go to the winning teams. And with us finishing where we did, we got to have a better season. We got to win more games, and we can start talking when that happens.
Coach Riley accepted a contract extension today through the 2031 season, and now he leads for the WCC tournament. The Cougs will face either San Diego Pacific or LMU. In Spokane Chiefs news, for Berkeley Catton earned his first Player of the Month selection for his phenomenal February. He earned 34 points, 13 goals, 21 assists, one of those nice ones right there, all in his 13 games last month. Catton helped the Chiefs clinch a playoff berth a couple weeks ago. He recorded his second 100-point season, the 5th Chief ever to do so in back-to-back years. Chiefs return to the ice Friday night, 7:05 p.m. at the Victoria Royals. Also returning to Spokane very soon, right at Spokane Arena, also the WIAA state basketball tournaments of both 2B and 1B, both boys and girls. Tournaments welcome 48 teams to the Spokane Arena over the next 4 days, all starting tomorrow morning bright and early at 9 a.m. 2B boys, 1B girls, early games, 2B girls, 1B boys, later afternoon matchups. Tournaments have all their round of 12 games tomorrow, quarterfinals Thursday, semis on Friday, championships on Saturday afternoon. It's my first B tournaments I've ever covered myself, so I can't wait what's in store tomorrow. I know it gets absolutely packed in there.
Bright and early.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad you reminded me because we have a mandatory meeting tomorrow at 9:30.
It's an early day, and that's a lot of fun. We have the night shift, morning shift, all the time sports.
Yeah, we're going to stay awake. All right, We'll be right back after this break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
I love your daughter so much.
Are you saying munch?
Yep. He's craving my new Big Smash Jack with more than double the beef of a Big Mac.
I'm in love.
With?
What's her face, right? Get my new Big Smash Jack and so much more.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
I'm Chad Young from the EasyHomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With the EasyHomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Yeah, definitely. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. See you next week.
Bye.
All right. Thanks. All right. Take care. Bye, everyone.
If you're looking for an everyday truck like the Tacoma,
or something a bit bigger, like the Tundra, Colville Toyota has the truck to meet your needs.
both the Tundra and Tacoma are built to last and provide unbeatable performance in their class.
Loaded with the latest tech, with adaptive cruise control and forward collision warning, these trucks are designed to get you safely to your destination.
Come test drive a Tacoma and Tundra today at Colville Toyota, your small town dealership with a big heart.
If you like options, you'll love my $5 all-day big deal meal. Choose from 4 delicious entrees and 5 tasty sides with a drink. Oh, and nobody else includes breakfast items all day. Just this guy. At Jack, every bite's a big deal.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
We're going to see
Drier conditions tomorrow. Temperatures about the same, but a little more sunshine, and then a lot more sunshine Thursday and Friday. A bit of a breeze on Thursday, but it's mainly going to be down the Okanagan Valley and in North Idaho.
And with all the sunshine, I keep forgetting that the lows are still low enough to have a little bit of, you know, ice on the roads.
Yes, something to keep in mind as you head out tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and drive home tonight, Chad.
Oh yes,
that
I'll
too.
be here.
Have a good one. See you in the morning.